Welcome to the City of Wind, the city where champions become legends.
The city of Chicago has a history of winners, championships, dynasties. There'll be no bigger champion or no bigger dynasty than Bobby Roode.
The city where underdogs defy the impossible, turning fairy tale endings into reality.
The underdog story doesn't exist in Bobby Roode's NXT.
Who's left?
Oh my God!
I'm still champion.
In Chicago, my team of Dynasty will end DIY.
Sanity is swarming on Roddy. You brought it on yourself.
Tyler Bate is living a dream. Well, at NXT TakeOver,
Die with the bitter end.
another dream gets crushed.
The underdog story doesn't exist in Bobby Roode's NXT.
Hideo and Tommy.
Tonight, true champions will be defined.
390 days as the NXT Women's Champion.
I'm going to take the NXT Women's Championship. I came to start a riot.
DIY will face the Authors of Pain in a ladder match.
We're gonna bring a war to you. DIY is gonna climb the ladder, and we are gonna have our moment.
I'm not just doing it for me anymore.
I want sanity.
Passion and determination. Roderick Strong versus the world.
Make a name for yourself, kid.
And what better way to do it than NXT TakeOver Chicago?
I'll be Pete doing a takeover. I've done it once and I'll do it again.
This is not we are NXT anymore.
This is my NXT. Oh no!
This is not Bobby Roode's NXT.
Gonna slay to the NXT Champion.
And TakeOver Chicago, I fulfill the promise. And will be NXT champion.
And now, Rocket League presents NXT TakeOver Chicago.
It is a city of champions and underdogs. Tonight, one of the great strongholds of WWE has been invaded by the NXT Universe. We are streaming live from the All-State Arena on the WWE Network. Welcome, everyone, to NXT TakeOver Chicago. We are in for an incredible night of action here. Tom Phillips, along with former NXT superstar Percy Watson and one of the all-time greats, Nigel McGuinness. Nigel, you know exactly what Chicago is going to bring tonight.
I've been here on a number of occasions. The excitement is off the charts. Will Bobby Roode defend? Will he keep his title?
We're going to find out. Percy, that's not all. The first time ever 4 championship matches tonight at TakeOver.
Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that in my life. A lot of non-stop action is about to go down any second. I can't wait.
The All-State Arena is ready. Welcome, everyone, to NXT TakeOver Chicago. We are set for our opening contest. Sanity making their way to the ring. Eric Young set for action. Killian Dane on the left. Alexander Wolf on the right. And not here at ringside, Nikki Cross will, of course, later on tonight be competing in the NXT Women's Championship triple threat match, but you never know what to expect with Sanity. Recently, they have targeted Roderick Strong, his newfound family. Eric Young has said, if you're looking for someone to take that all away, Roderick, I will grant your wish.
If there's anybody out there that has children, you know exactly the reaction they're going to get from Roderick Strong. You don't mess with a man's family.
I think you said it right there, Nigel. When you talk about a man's family, you pretty much cross the line. That's the point of no return, if you ask me.
At the same time, Sanity and Roderick Strong have had their dealings for months, dating back to Ty Dillinger trying to rid NXT of Sanity. Roderick Strong asked William Regal, give me Sanity, plain and simple. We're going to find out if he lives to regret that decision here tonight. Well, this is interesting. Eric Young is ready for his opponent here. Oh, wait a minute!
There he is!
Roderick Strong is taking out Dana Wolf!
Where'd he come from?
Wow! I love it! Strike first and take two of the guys out, leaving one in the center of the ring. Young doesn't know what he's in for now.
Bell is wrong, and Roderick Strong is on fire here, going after Eric Young early, but Strong with a great decision.
Oh, man, he's got to strike right now. He's got to keep it going.
Well, sometimes emotions can get the better of you. You can make bad decisions, but obviously clear-headed enough to make an intelligent decision there, taking out Wolf on the outside. And Killian Dane.
And sent Killian Dane into the steel post, the big beast of Belfast, but Eric Young has his hands full right now as Strong is on a roll. Strong, very smart coming into this match. No, he was basically in for a 3-on-1 fight with Sanity. Had to strike early if he wanted to win this fight against Eric Young.
Smart move, but he's got to get the job done quickly.
Oh, the NXT Universe here in Chicago, the All-State Arena. Fire for Roderick Strong with a beautiful drop kick.
Just put that drop kick right in the mouth of Eric Young.
And Roderick Strong, about 3 weeks ago, he and his fiancée Marina welcomed their newborn son Troy into the world. It's changed the way that Roderick Strong looks at the world, the way he looks at his career.
Aggressive now from Strong, keeping on top of Young. Young's got to dig deep and try and come up with a better strategy. That'll give him a start.
Now Eric Young,
Nice belly to back, land him flat.
Now Eric Young stomping away here on Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong got some of the best cardio of anyone on the brand. When you get hurt, those ribs get injured. Cut you down quickly.
Eric Young in his own way has been trying to turn NXT upside down. Big neck breaker. What better way than to take out Roderick Strong? Hooked to both legs and a kick out. Eric Young has said from the get-go, he and Sanity, they're here to take what's theirs, cause chaos within the NXT universe, and Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf moving around at ringside again.
And they've got to be seething on the outside. Roderick Strong's going to have eyes in the back of his head.
Now Strong able to get the boot up here, creating a little separation between he and Eric Young. Tossed into the corner. And here comes Strong, and with some power. And Strong, those straight shots here, and
Young's arms are down by his side, not even protecting himself.
Eric Young might be rocked here, might be feeling this here, and into the corner, able to collect himself out of the apron and climb with a kick. Here comes Strong, and Alexander Wolf couldn't save the leader of Sanity in time. Here comes Dane. Oh! Killian Dane just took out Roderick Strong.
Ran him down like a Mack truck.
Oh, wait a minute. Listen, the official he had his eyes on Eric Young.
Sure, you've got to think it's only a matter of time before the numbers came back and bit him.
Now, watch this one more time. Killian Dane, running him over. The official, listen, he had his eyes on Eric Young. You can't make a disqualification for something you don't see.
Oof.
Shot to the back of the neck, and now Eric Young and his troops in command here in this match.
Strong he's moving slow. He looks hurt.
Look how focused Young is now, how determined.
You guys remember what happened at TakeOver WrestleMania weekend before the matchup with Sanity? Roderick Strong was taken out by this group. The rest of his teammates had to forge on without him. Roderick Strong's been thinking about this for quite some time. He knows what Sanity's capable of.
Oh, we're looking here. Yeah, he's going to lift him up. Oh,
man. Come on.
Stretching the vertebrae in the neck.
Oh. Completely off the mat here and just dumping Strong.
Nasty. Young's done well, hasn't he? Managed to fend off Strong's early attack.
Again to the back of the neck, cover here, and Strong able to kick out. And now Eric Young making him pay for sticking around here in this match.
Nigel, good point, but thanks to his buddies, he's back in control now. So.
Certainly is. What's the best strategy for Strong here, though? Oftentimes he plays the long game because he's got such great cardio. But you've got to think every time he gets an advantage against
and Wolf with a kick.
Exactly my point.
Cover here. Hold on a second. Eric Young couldn't put away Roderick.
Either Wolf or Kane on the outside is going to take that advantage back.
And again, the official had his eyes on the possible pinfall attempt, and Alexander Wolf got away with another one. Eric Young can take his time and dissect Strong. Cover here and a kick out at one.
Going to be looking for that wheelbarrow neck breaker if he can hit it on Strong. You know, Strong looking for that sit kick he's beaten a number of opponents with.
Again, using the middle rope here, Eric Young. Now Young able to take down Roderick Strong one more time.
A lot of pressure on that chin bar there. Needs to get that elbow behind his neck to apply a little bit more pressure.
Dane and Wolf looking on, and Eric Young looking to silence the onslaught here from Roderick Strong.
Kind of looks a little bit like the missing link. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Very unstable.
You've known both these men for a long time. Does it surprise you how crazed Eric Young has become?
You know, there was always something a little bit odd about him when I first met him, but you know, after a long time in sports entertainment, opportunities come and go, and I think sometimes somebody reaches their limit, and I think that's what's happened to Eric Young.
Now Strong trying to fight back up to his feet here, hitting anything that's in front of him at this point, and dropped by Young. Now Young to close out this match, and Strong able to stay alive here in this match.
Kicks out, but he is certainly hurt. Take a look at Strong's face. Looks tired, looks hurt. Perhaps he came in too fast. Perhaps these emotions did get the better of him.
Oh, right across the face.
I don't think he had a choice. He had to come in fast, Nigel.
That might be a fair point.
Keep in mind, he had two other guys he had to worry about.
He's trying to pick him up again, but Strong fighting out.
Once again, trying to isolate Strong up atop the turnbuckle. Strong able to get away for a moment. Now Young, with a drop kick.
Cut him off at the pass.
That's one of the things I love about Roderick Strong. No matter how much punishment he takes, he will never, ever quit.
Let's take one more look at this.
And look at the way was perhaps playing possum, came out of nowhere. Look how the drop lands right underneath the jaw. Stunning the man.
Catches Young there with an elbow, and now Roderick Strong perhaps trying to find his wind here. And Roderick Strong able to take down Eric Young, and now Strong is starting to find some momentum here in this fight. Uh-oh. Oh, and a backbreaker.
Strong will move.
Oh, the knee right on the jaw. Oh! Dropped by Strong, cover here on Young, and Eric Young able to kick out.
Close, but often that is the setup for his finishing maneuver, and I think Young knew that.
And Eric,
that is why he rolled to the outside. Smart veteran maneuver.
And has Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf on the outside as well. Don't forget about that. Now Roderick Strong out onto the apron. Hold on a second.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, wheelbarrow neck breaker. Perhaps out of desperation, Eric Young able to hit his signature move there on Roderick Strong, but both men are down outside the ring.
Both men down, very little padding on the outside over that concrete.
Now the official's got to begin his count here. Both men after the count of 10 to get back into the ring. Count of 3 here. Killian Dane and Wolf are powerless. They don't want to get Eric Young disqualified. Wolf first, or Young rather, first back up to his feet, tosses Strong inside. Now Young here to close out Roderick Strong. Cover here, and Strong kicked out.
He had to dig down deep for it, though.
Young connected with his best shot outside the ring, perhaps, but Roderick Strong took advantage of the time.
Slow to get up, though. A lot of damage clearly done to the back of the neck. And that wheelbarrow neck breaker. But both men hurt. Both men ripe for the picking, I think. Oh. Clubbing right hand, grazing off the temple.
Now Eric Young going up to the top turnbuckle here. Roderick Strong giving chase in the corner. It's a hold of the left foot here of Eric Young, trying to slow him down.
Desperate.
Could be looking for a superplex, perhaps.
Oh, and a headbutt dropping Strong back inside the ring. Now Eric Young up top, thinking about the elbow. Strong got all of it. Strong can be done for here. Cover here from Eric Young. Shoulders down. Roderick Strong is still in this fight.
But close.
He has got guts.
With every pinfall attempt, a little bit closer to a 3 count. Let's take a look at the height here and the impact with that elbow. Kapow! Driving all the wind out of the chest of Roderick Strong. Oh, here we go.
Thinking about it one more time here, back inside the ring. Wait. Oh, Strong, cover here, cover and a kick out. Oh, caught with a boot. Oh, and Eric Young is dropped. Well, Killian Dane caught with a kick.
Come on.
And it's Roddy versus the world right now.
Well, wait a second. I think he got him in the eye. Couldn't see from my vantage point, but Strong went down.
It was hard to tell. Roderick Strong went down, was grabbing at his face here, and now back into the corner.
His sight must be okay, because he was up there in an instant, in a flash. And again, Young prone on the top rope.
And Strong just fighting out of instinct, perhaps.
It's a tough angle to get Young up. Can't get his hips underneath from that angle.
Try to dislodge Eric Young here.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute. What is
Come
this?
on, no.
Eric Young trying to turn this around on Roderick Strong. Both men battling here. around the turnbuckles. Oh, that one connected and it took down Dana Wolf.
You could hear that echo all the way over here.
Jumping knee strike, caught Young under the jaw.
This is Roderick Strong's chance. This is Roderick Strong's moment. Dana Wolf down and Young able to chop down Strong. Oh, there's another knee. Strong. Oh, backbreaker connected. Cover.
The Messiah, the backbreaker.
Strong puts away Eric Young. Insanity.
Here's your winner, Roderick Strong!
Wow! Roderick Strong did it! So many people have tried and failed, but Roderick Strong, this new father, comes out victorious.
How far are you willing to go? How long and hard are you willing to fight? Roderick Strong showing a ton of heart here tonight in Insanity. Take a look back here at this match against Eric Young, Roderick Strong. This right here was the moment that Roderick Strong needed and was able to capitalize on.
That was key because it took out the rest of Sanity and allowed Roderick Strong free reign in the center. Here it is, suplex, release, double knee backbreaker. Devastating and successful.
The end of heartache for Roderick Strong here at the hands of Sanity and the end of Eric Young.
Hey, when you mess with a man's family, you pay the price.
Roderick Strong with a statement victory here tonight at TakeOver.
Shinsuke Nakamura, which translates to overrated freak. Who exactly do you think you are?
Nobody steals my place.
You want to know who I am?
It's the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style.
I'm gonna expose you for the fraud that you are. I hope Dolph knows what he's gotten himself into.
Ruby's right backstage, getting warmed up, getting ready. She knows what it's like to get pushed around. She's been dealing with it all her life. But this is a huge opportunity for her tonight. I have the feeling she's going to do more than push people around tonight.
Oh, she's going to have to push Asuka to the limit. This is a situation Asuka created for herself in destroying that Battle Royal a few weeks ago, and now she has two opponents here tonight.
Double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Nikki Cross, this way comes.
The NXT Women's Championship triple threat match still to come here tonight in Chicago. But coming up next, an incredible moment for an upcoming and exciting brand. The champion, Tyler Bate, ready to defend this title against the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Up next, what began as a movement evolved into a groundbreaking brand in the United Kingdom.
We are live in Blackpool, England, at the sold-out Empress Ballroom. Tonight, we make history. Crown the first WWE United Kingdom champion. From Birmingham, England, Pete Dunne!
I beat people. I own the ring. There's nothing that can stop me.
And his opponent, from Dudley, England, Tyler Bate!
I may be 19 years old, but I'm capable of anything I set my mind to.
Dunne, Bate. One of these men makes history tonight. Dunne with the bitter end. And Bate kick out.
Every single person on their feet.
Tyler Driver, a Tyler Driver. Tyler Bate's the champion.
All hail Tyler Bate.
The first ever WWE United Kingdom champion.
I'm 20 years old. Since the tournament, I mean, it's been wicked.
Welcome to the NXT Universe, Mr. Tyler Bate.
It's just motivating me more to take this United Kingdom Championship to bigger places.
Tyler Bate with the Tyler Driver 97 to retain his championship.
To me, it's just the beginning of something really special.
There will be some very big tests ahead for him.
He calls himself the Bruiserweight.
People saw a glimpse of what I'm about in the United Kingdom tournament.
Oh my God, what the hell, Pete Dunne?
There's absolutely nothing I won't do to win that WWE United Kingdom Championship.
At NXT TakeOver Chicago, Pete Dunne challenges Tyler Bate for the WWE United Kingdom Championship.
It's the thing that dreams are made of, really, isn't it? For moments like wrestling at TakeOver.
I crush people's dreams. Right now, Tyler Bate is living a dream. Well, at NXT TakeOver, another dream gets crushed.
I'll beat Pete Dunne at TakeOver Chicago. I've done it once, and I'll do it again.
Will it be the 20-year-old sensation Tyler Bate or the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne who leads NXT TakeOver Chicago as the WWE United Kingdom Champion?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our very special guest commentator for the WWE United Kingdom Championship match, WWE Hall of Famer, good old JR, Jim Ross!
Okay, Jim.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWE United Kingdom Championship. Introducing first, from Birmingham, England, weighing 205 pounds, Pete Dunne!
Well, JR, welcome to NXT TakeOver Chicago. What a treat it is for me for you to be here as well. Fantastic. And we saw this man on the United Kingdom Championship special. He impressed us then. He's got a great opportunity to do it again here tonight.
I really believe this is one of the most evenly fought contests that I've seen in a long time. And once if you haven't seen these two young men yet, you're going to be very impressed with their level of skill. And Nigel both come from a kind of a tough upbringing. They know how to fight and they know how to grapple.
They both come from the Birmingham area of England. Working class heroes, the both of them. But Dunne, I think, has just got that edge.
I believe, and I'm not Dr. Phil or Dr. JR, I think Dunne has a dark side.
And his opponent, from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Tyler Bate!
Lucky young man from Birmingham, no question about it. A lot of people didn't think he'd go the whole way. I thought perhaps JR was a little bit inexperienced, but he proved me wrong against this man in the inaugural final tournament.
Nigel, you are a Brit and a proud one at that. What does being the WWE United Kingdom champion mean to these two young men?
Well, it means absolutely everything. It's prestige, it's money, it's the chance to be recognized as one of the very best in sports entertainment from a small but very proud country.
The champion is 20 years of age. Yes, I checked his ID at the door.
And he shocked the world when he won that title. Can he hold on to it tonight?
I think I mentioned on our UK special that I thought that young Tyler Bate reminded me of Fit Finlay.
That's about as high as an accolade as you can give a man.
Both these young men are very skilled, as you will see.
Obviously, the world talking about this on social media. If you are, use hashtag UK Championship. Nice front face lock, keeping control. Bate, you would give a little bit of a strength advantage, I think, JR.
I think you're right about that, Nigel. Without a doubt, he's great leg strength as the champion.
Now, both of these guys have been competing for over a decade, but I'm not sure how many crowds of this size they've been in front of. But I have eyes like fish bowls from the nerves. Dueling chants from the NXT universe. Bruiserweight, let's go, Tyler. Great show of respect, and you're going to see some great technical wrestling.
Gotta love the passion, folks, of the NXT universe here in Chicago tonight. Always a great city. Look there, Nigel.
There it is, the #1 trend worldwide. Hashtag NXT TakeOver.
You notice, folks, Nigel handles all the heavy lifting here, such as Twitter business.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful escape from the head scissors. That's the thing about British wrestlers. We are some of the very best technical wrestlers in the world.
I certainly could agree with that. Power elbow tie-up with Bate, the champion.
You see that,
just done.
That armbar there, the way he took that armbar, came underneath with the chin as well. And we've seen it before, haven't we? Pete Dunne, a master of joint manipulation. Just vicious.
And the joint that is being focused on now, the wrist, obviously, and now the hand.
Look at that.
You got to keep your eye also on Pete Dunne. He's been known to take some shortcuts with another man's hand.
Take some liberties, absolutely. But, you know, as I've said before, oftentimes there's no repercussions, so get the job done. Oh!
Nice athleticism by Tyler Bate, who's feeling pretty good about himself about now in his defense of the WWE United Kingdom title.
Showing his experience there, Dunne rolling to the outside. Oh! And met him with a strong forearm upside of the jaw.
Pete Dunne had a plan. It just exploded in the face of Tyler Bate, the champion.
Oh, look at that. Oy.
Well, there's some joint manipulation. And, well, evil intentions by Dunne curtailed momentarily by the champion, Tyler Bate.
Bate had it scouted, and of course, these guys used to be friends. But when it comes to the WWE United Kingdom Championship, there are no friends. Certainly as far as Pete Dunne's concerned.
Really crisp, solid wrestling from these two young men in obviously the biggest match of their professional lives to date. And nothing else comes close, I don't think.
Oh! X-Plex, release suplex on the apron.
And the key term is it's on the apron, and there is hell to pay when you land on the apron of the ring, in anybody's ring, in any country.
Damage done to the back. Let's take a look here. He calls it the X-Plex. Call it what you will. There's damage done there. He actually looked like he landed on his hip, perhaps. Could have a shooting pain now, perhaps sciatica down the leg. But doesn't look confident.
It's a mighty big word, that sciatica. I'm impressed with you.
Thank you.
And more pain on the hand and wrist by Pete Dunne.
Keeps that hammer lock, keeps that left arm track so he can work on the right. And again, the NXT Universe making their voice heard. Oh, the referee really has got to start getting on Dunne for that joint manipulation. Strictly speaking, it is against the rules.
Dunne has proven that he'll take the rules at times as far as he is allowed to. So that's going to be an officiating decision.
I agree with it 100%. Perhaps the official is scared of Dunne. I mean, he's a scary guy. Oh, look at that. Nasty stomps to the side of the head. Bate looks in trouble. You know, to many people, himself included, Pete Dunne was the favorite to win the tournament originally. And it was really Tyler Bate that shocked the world by beating him in the final.
Exactly, because Tyler Bate was only 19 years old when he won the title. And look at the strength of the young man.
Wow! Exploder suplex delayed.
Bates got that miniature Bobby Backlund size, or strength, or dimensions, proportions maybe I'm looking for.
Low center of gravity, which means when you're throwing people, suplexes, you can get those hips down low, send them across the ring. Let's take a look here, how long he held him up, 3 seconds. Look how he dropped him, high on the shoulders, back of the neck, a lot of damage done.
Just perfect execution by the champion, and the running European uppercut will score in the far corner.
Here he comes. Oh! Look at the velocity, running European uppercut.
That's about as nice as you're going to see right there. And here comes the challenger. The challenger countering in a big way.
Oh, tried. Beautiful.
Waist lock by the champion.
Oh.
Into the suplex. The shoulders are down. And
what great technique, though, so close. Kept hold after the suplex, twisted under, head bridge for the pinfall attempt. That's technique, that's Tyler Bate, that's why he is the United Kingdom champion.
We're seeing great effort by these young men. Gotta love that. I know I do.
A lot of educated minds have always believed it was only a matter of time before Dunne lived up to those original expectations. And I've got to be honest, JR, I think tonight could be the night.
You well may be right, Nigel. You well may be right.
Oh, no!
And wait, it could be right here.
He's got a triangle in the center and throwing those fists in, elbows to the head. He could be out.
All legal strikes.
This title can certainly change hands on submissions. Yes, looking for the...
Shoulders down is the bottom line. And so
That's the big difference between sports entertainment and MMA. Pinfalls count here. So yes, this triangle hold can be devastating, but Dunne has to be careful. Wait a second, he's not gonna...
Oh, come on.
No way!
Look at this! Look at the strength! Look at this amazing strength!
Oh!
Of Tyler Bate! An amazing display of grit and strength by the champion.
The determination, the desire to win of this young man from Dudley, England. Digging deep. He wants to hold that title a little longer. He wants to create a legacy. I think he's calling for it, JR. Got him up.
Bate.
Oh, here we go, airplane spin. Oh.
Tried and true. The airplane spin.
Wow, look at that. Oh, I've never seen it that fast. Oh.
That was in real time, and it was sudden. And there's a cover by the champion. Oh my God, the kick out. Can you believe that?
That was close.
Wow.
Well, I think we needed an air traffic controller from O'Hare. They were moving so quick. Had an effect on the champion as well, though. Both men down now. Oh.
It looks like, Nigel, we're back to square one here.
Nearly.
I don't know who's got an advantage. It seems like both are in a bad way to some degree.
But we'll see who gets to their knees first. That'll be a big sign. It looks like it's the champion, Bates. But perhaps Dunn is lying in wait. Perhaps he's playing possum.
Which he has been known to do on occasion. Challenger lands on his feet. Man, what a shot. What a shot. How low.
Oh, beautiful.
Powerbomb. Shoulders are down. And the champion barely kicks out.
I thought perhaps it was an exploit, but he changed in midair.
Pete Dunne was 1 second away.
Listen to this place. On their feet and alive. All for the UK Championship. Let's take a look here. Oh, cut him out of the air with a forearm.
Amazing shot. And it's just simply a scintillating shot into what looked like a sheer pin. Man, what a match.
These guys are exhausted, beat up, devastated, decimated, but they refuse to quit because they want that title around their waist.
Two proud young Brits are giving it their all here tonight in Chicago.
Duking it out, barely able to stand. Bop and bang! Dunn is down!
Oh, you gotta watch the left. Wow, left hand.
Can he hit it? Does he have enough left to hit Tyler Driver 9? He said no! Itaguri upside the shoulder. Did not get all of it, but he got enough. And let's be honest, these guys have given up their body and their soul, and there's got to be very little left in the tank.
Yeah, fatigue's got to be a factor, no doubt about that. But here we're right back here, and it looks like again an even fight to me for the championship. Oh, what a kick! Bate is up.
Beautiful!
What a use of the ropes by Tyler Bate, my God! The near fall almost sees the champion retain the title, but no.
For more than the second time tonight, the NXT Universe on their feet. Take a look here, what innovation. Uses the top rope for momentum and a big clothesline, but both men down now. The Bruiserweight Pete Dunne.
Man, we are seeing a big-time athletic event. This is good stuff.
What do they have left? But more importantly, how much do they want to wear the United Kingdom Championship title around their waist tonight?
The question has always been, how much do they have left? The answer varies.
Here it is, hooks him up.
And it still remains to be seen here.
Oh, just too weak. Yes. No, DDT.
Man, what a DDT.
Dunn had him hooked for the bitter end. Pump handle flatliner, but great innovation from the young man.
Dunn is lucky he was near the ropes after that DDT, because I swear it had been over.
What a moment. What an atmosphere. Does Bate have enough? It looks like it.
Tyler Bate breaking the count. Take a hell of a chance.
And look how quickly he follows up. Throws Dunn in.
He's got to feel pretty good about things right now because he's going to take a major chance.
Oh, look at that! Corkscrew 450!
Near fall. A near fall after some amazingly dynamic offense by Tyler Bate.
How did Pete Dunne survive?
And Dunne again had the wherewithal to get the hell out of here because he knows he's in trouble.
He knows he's in trouble, but he knows what's on the line. He knows how prestigious it is. What a match! These young men are making me proud.
Yeah, this is a beaut.
Here comes Bate.
Bate!
Oh, no!
Soaring over the top, but he didn't find what he was looking for.
Didn't connect. I think Dunne was lying in wait. He's hurt, but here he comes.
Dunne's got a shot here.
Bitter end in the center.
Dunne with a bitter end. Gets the 3 into their champion.
Here's your winner and new WWE United Kingdom Champion, Pete Dunne.
What a match!
What a big-time wrestling match we have had the privilege of calling here tonight.
Privilege is right. Everybody on their feet. I'm standing up. Tremendous display of guts, determination, technical wrestling. This is what we're capable of in the United Kingdom.
Man, these young men from the United Kingdom are alive, they're well, and they're going to be damn successful.
Let's take a look here. Pump handle flatliner. No! Bate escaped and hit the DDT instead. The match would continue. Tried the moonsault, and look at picture perfect. Lands it on Bate. Lands it on Dunne. Dunne goes down hard. But look at this off the top rope. Everybody thought this was done. Corkscrew 450. Lands all of it somehow.
He landed all of it. He landed all of it. It was still a kick out. I couldn't believe it.
But then finally, after they'd given it all, right in the center, from out of nowhere, and a deep pinfall attempt, and the 3 count.
The hands were locked.
Here's your
and it was
winner.
a fatal 3.
And
a new champion has been crowned. His name is Pete Dunne.
Well, your heart goes out to Tyler Bate. He gave absolutely everything. But on this night, Pete Dunne was simply unstoppable, JR.
Absolutely. It was Pete Dunne's night here in Chicago before a marvelously raucous crowd to see the new champion crowned. But hey, what an effort. From the former champion. Remember, he's only 20 years old.
Absolutely. JR, I've got to thank you. A wonderful opportunity. Made my night. What a great night here.
My pleasure. Loved it. Loved every minute of it.
I am here to be the new face of America.
You are standing in the house that AJ Styles built.
Welcome to the brand new Kevin Owens Show.
This is not the Kevin Owens Show. This is about me.
You don't deserve my title.
Nothing would please me more than to take that United States Championship at Backlash.
A special thanks to Haptivist for Overthrown, the official theme of NXT TakeOver Chicago. It's off the album Overthrown, available now on iTunes and Spotify.
And what a night it has already been here at NXT TakeOver Chicago. Big thank you to Jim Ross, Tyler Bate, and the new champion, Pete Dunne. A breathtaking match, but we still have more title action here to come tonight inside the Allstate Arena. Hideo Itami, can he make good on his promise and capitalize with a championship here tonight in Chicago?
Or will it be the glorious Bobby Roode who has Itami's number and holds on to that prestigious NXT Championship title?
We're going to find out a little bit later on tonight. Roode and Itami for the NXT Championship. However, coming up next, a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. A situation brought on by a #1 contenders battle royal gone drastically awry. And tonight, Asuka faces another challenge in the aftermath of tremendous opportunity.
The following contest is a battle royal to decide the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship.
You have to go over the top rope. Both feet must touch the floor in order to be eliminated. We are down to 3. Ruby Riott, Nikki Cross, and Ember Moon. Wait, whoa! Whoa, that's Asuka! What is going on here? Oh my goodness!
What was that? Take over Chicago. You will face all 3 of them.
There's no takeover Chicago for me. I'm out. But when I get back, I'm gonna be better than ever.
Asuka will defend her women's championship at TakeOver Chicago in a triple threat match.
Dominating, fearsome, and absolutely incredible champion.
396 days as champion. How do you defeat the undefeated?
Nobody is ready for Asuka!
I'm gonna take the NXT Women's Championship.
Come out and play!
3,
Let's be friends!
2,
Well, that's my championship.
1. Action. When I'm pushed, I push back. There's no chance keeping me down. I came to NXT to start a riot and to become the next NXT Women's Champion. Take over, taking everything. Tonight, we start a riot. I keep the title forever.
The following contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NXT Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring from Lafayette, Indiana, Ruby Riott.
You can see Ruby Riott saying it on her way in. Percy, she said, I'm home. TakeOver feels like home. From nearby here in Indiana, how big is this opportunity?
That's huge. Ruby feels like she has the home field advantage. She's going to bring it here tonight in Chicago.
She's going to have to in a triple threat match. And NXT TakeOver Chicago is presented by Rocket League, an award-winning hybrid of arcade soccer and driving. Rocket League is available now for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam PC.
And representing Sanity, Nikki Cross!
Loose wired, chaotic and unhinged. Since aligning herself with Sanity, the psychotic Scot, Nikki Cross has ironically almost totally checked out of any semblance of it.
Absolutely right in that respect, that she's taken out a lot of her psychosis perhaps on Ruby Riott. These two have been tearing each other apart on NXT for the last few months, and there might be no more dangerous superstar in this match than Nikki Cross.
I have to agree. Like you said, they've been going at it for a long time. It's coming to a head right now.
Well, so the big question is, though, they really despise each other that much. Can they focus on the champion, or are they just going to work on each other for the entire match?
That remains to be seen. Nikki Cross, we learned a lot about her in San Antonio earlier this year in the fatal four-way match for the NXT Women's Championship. Nikki Cross is absolutely out of her mind.
She's lost the plot. Oh, there's a bunny boiler if ever I saw one.
Nigel, you hit the nail on the head. Are these two going to tear each other apart, or are they going to go after Asuka?
They've got to put their differences aside. This is why.
And her opponent from Osaka, Japan, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Asuka!
413 days as champion, 8-0 at TakeOver events. She is the longest current reigning champion in all of WWE. She is Asuka.
Dominant indeed, marauding and perhaps unstoppable. We will find out here tonight, momentarily. But she just impresses me every time she steps in the ring.
We saw earlier the #1 contenders battle royal that Asuka dismantled. The last three remaining superstars of that match were Nikki Cross, Ruby Riott, at the time Ember Moon, and Mr. William Regal making the decision to grant all three of them title opportunities. And tonight here, a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship as Asuka set to defend her title here in Chicago.
Your heart's got to go out to Ember Moon, doesn't it? I know she's in the backstage area somewhere watching this. Feels like she should be out there.
For Asuka, she's claimed that no one is ready for her, that no one is prepared to take the NXT Women's Championship away from her. And we're going to find out here between Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott who will gain the advantage.
Of course, this is every woman for themselves. A lot of different strategies in a triple threat match. And of course, an important factor here is that the champion doesn't actually need to be pinned or beaten to lose the title.
Nikki Cross just launched a jacket at Ruby Riott, was trying to distract her perhaps, and now Asuka going with Nikki Cross. Oh, and the hip attack downs Riott. Now Cross giving chase here to Asuka, the champion, on the hunt, and takes down Cross.
Look at that. That's why she's champion.
First woman to gain pinfall or submission. Oh, is champion. No countouts, no disqualifications in this triple threat match. And Nigel, you said it earlier on, there is no champion's advantage here. It is going to come down to whether or not Cross and Riott put their differences aside or destroy each other.
Well, Riott came in quickly, but then she sort of thought about it, didn't she? That's smart. You don't want to run head on into Asuka. She'll kick you back too tomorrow. Of course, Asuka following the great long lineage of female sports entertainers from Japan. Great Manami Toyota. Similarly named Lioness Asuka as well.
And met there by Ruby Riott in the middle, and Ruby Riott, perhaps the opportunity of a lifetime, may never get this opportunity again, and she's not gonna back down.
Riott's got a couple of inches on Asuka. Oh, whether that's gonna help her here. Oh, nice.
Wait.
Just a 1 count.
Into the corner here now, Ruby Riott sends Asuka out onto the apron, and Asuka goes down.
Asuka on the outside.
I think Ruby's feeling it.
She's going to think about flying. Here it.
Oh, and here comes Nikki Cross from the outside, wiping out Ruby Riott.
Cross aggressive and enjoys her work, doesn't she?
Hold on. Oh, Riott off the stairs, able to adjust in midair, and here comes Cross from behind.
Moser down from behind. Riott down now. So what becomes the strategy now? Well, take a look.
And the Ember Moon watching from high above the Allstate Arena here in Chicago. The shoulder injury sustained in the midst of that brawl from Asuka in the Battle Royal kept her out of this matchup, not medically cleared to compete.
Well, she told me on the pre-show, she said it doesn't matter who wins, whoever's the champion, she's ready. She also said, even if Asuka loses the title tonight, she's going to get retribution.
Grinding the forearm into the face there of Ruby Riott. Nikki Cross, personally, we've said it before, if Sanity and Nikki Cross get their hands on the NXT Women's Championship, it'll be chaos.
Oh, without a doubt. These guys, all they want to do is create as much chaos as they possibly can.
Oh, neck breaker there from Cross. Hold on a sec. Asuka's going to the top rope here. Cross has her back to her. Asuka, and the drop kick. She went right into a cover for a moment, but the knees of Ruby Riott connecting with the arm.
I could see what she had in mind. She saw the way the girls were standing and lying. Drop kick, wanted to try for the splash afterwards. Landed a little bit low. But the most important thing was the damage was done to Nikki Cross. And that's who she's in the ring with.
Oh, and now Cross right to the midsection. Perhaps caught Asuka getting a little confident, a little overconfident. Now the cover here for the title. Asuka able to kick out. Nikki Cross is laughing at what she's dealing with here in this match.
She's enjoying her handiwork. But in my mind, she's taking a little bit too long with the Empress of Tomorrow. Give her an inch, she will take that country mile.
Nikki needs to keep it going, keep applying the pressure here.
A shot there to the jaw for a moment, and Asuka creates some separation. In comes Ruby Riott. Now Ruby with some strikes there to the left leg.
Beautiful, way to catch it.
Into a powerbomb.
Oh, what a transition.
Ankle lock here on Ruby Riott.
Great way to roll into that ankle lock.
Ruby Riott's got a decision to make here. Does she tap out here to Asuka, or does she fight and get to the bottom rope? And Nikki Cross from behind.
Oh, right the back, I think.
And still Asuka's got a hold of the submission and finally lets it go.
Refused to give hold.
Cross with a shot there, and Asuka made her pay for it.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Cover here. Cover from Riott. And, caught by Cross.
Right, tried the O'Connor roll. Couldn't keep her down.
Oh, and there's Asuka outside the ring. Leaves Riott and Cross back inside. Cross has been obsessed with Asuka since San Antonio.
Nikki is absolutely wacko.
If Asuka's smart now, and I know for a fact that she is, she'll wait on the outside, she'll recuperate. Let the two girls wear themselves out.
She might not have a choice at all. Empress of Tomorrow is down on the ground right now.
These two, it's been mind games. Who can get more crazy and depraved? But hard to tell who's had the advantage in this rivalry.
Cross is giving her some time though, isn't she?
Cross wanted to land the punishment. Now Ruby Riott. Builds some momentum of her own here. And Nikki Cross is just shoved down by Riott. And there's a drop kick.
It's a big opportunity for one of these two.
Asuka climbing back into the fray here. Ruby Riott going to the top turnbuckle, and there goes Asuka.
Ruby can run her off the top.
Uh-oh. Ruby. Oh, wow. Planting the face of Nikki Cross into the middle turnbuckle.
Deadly Nightshade in the corner. But straight away, Asuka gets back on top. That's why she's a champion.
The champion's just got to remain in striking distance throughout this match. Be there at the possible decision. Oh, right on the jaw. Asuka just wiped out Nikki Cross. Now Ruby Riott, what's she thinking here? Ruby flies to the
Hits that low pay between the middle and bottom row.
With all kinds of fired up.
A lot of velocity. Can she follow up though? Interesting, she chose Cross to throw back in the ring. Not Asuka, who she just hit.
Remember, can only win the match inside the ring via pinfall or submission. Smart move here by Ruby Riott. Now goes up to the top turnbuckle. This could be the end of Nikki Cross. We could have a new champion in moments. Oh! Connected! Ow. Cover here on Cross. Asuka climbs into the match.
Oh, just picks her straight up from the pinfall tent.
Well, bridges into the cover off the German and a kick out.
Beautiful technique. Dropping those hips low, pushing over, driving with her toes. Perhaps we'll see another one now.
Thinking about another German suplex here on Nikki Cross. Ruby Riott's down, Cross creating some breathing room.
Tried a spinning back fist, but got caught.
Oh! And just taken down by Cross, scrambling into the cover here on the champion and a kick out.
Now we're starting to see the champion get weak. But so is Cross, so is Riott. NXT faithful here, trying to get the girls fired up.
Oh, we're on top of Ruby Riott here, clutching at the face, and wait a minute.
Hold on a second.
Oh, and Asuka with a German.
High angle.
Oh, and a kick from Riott.
Asuka hit the German, forgot that Riott was still on her feet.
Now look at Ruby Riott going up to the turnbuckle again. The champion is down. Asuka's down, perhaps Ruby Riott's best opportunity.
Has she taken too long?
Oh, and missed.
Asuka lock.
Caught the Asuka lock.
Beautiful. Asuka was playing possum.
He's gonna tap. It's Ruby Riott gonna tap out here to Asuka. Oh, and a splash by Cross.
But I guarantee you, fellas, some damage was done.
Nikki just saved this match.
Let's take a look. She came off the top, missed it, and straight away, body scissors and Asuka lock. Nearly tapped then, was super close, and in the end, it was Cross that saved the day for Ruby Riott.
I don't know if Cross was necessarily saving Ruby Riott, but definitely saving the match for her own sake. Now has Ruby Riott on the apron.
Oh. What's she thinking?
No, on the apron. Hold on a sec, Asuka on the prowl. Caught the ring apron, and Nikki Cross is teeing off. Look at Cross go. She is wild in Chicago.
You can call her crazy, but that was a great move.
It was.
Smart saw her coming at the last second, pulled that apron up.
Look at the bodies at ringside. Ruby Riott laid out. Asuka's hung up in the apron still.
The question is she going to be able to capitalize now?
Can Nikki Cross capitalize? Trying to drag the champion out of the wreckage of this match for a moment.
Where's she taking her? To the corner. Bad intentions.
He's got something in mind.
Now Cross trying to, and the hanging neck breaker connects. This could be it for Asuka. Cover here and Cross. Broken up by Ruby Riott. And look at the face of Nikki Cross, perhaps her best chance here in this match.
He might have been this close to crowning a new champion.
I guess who's going to pay for it? Ruby Riott. Oh, and both women thinking the same thing and collided.
Gonna knock the wind out of both of them. But the question is now, take a look at Asuka. Does she have more in the tank than the other two girls that just went down? I don't know.
Doesn't look it.
I mean, that rope hung spinning neck breaker. The cross hit on Asuka was absolutely devastating.
Every competitor down at this point.
But we've seen before, haven't we, how Asuka sometimes will lie in wait.
Ruby Riott, Nikki Cross may never have a better opportunity than here tonight at TakeOver against Asuka, and the champion is starting to rally.
I think she realizes her title's vulnerable.
Asuka able to back down in the face of the challengers.
Hold on.
Cover on Riott, kick out. Oh wait, Ruby's right on top.
She kept hold.
Cover on Cross and a kick out.
Body scissors.
Oh,
the knee strike. Down goes Riott.
Knee runs over Ruby Riott. Now Nikki Cross trying to make a decision here, what to do, what to strike out against.
Gonna look for that fisherman neck breaker. No.
Oh!
Arm wringer, Pele kick, upside of the head. Didn't get all of it.
Now the cover from Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross. Oh!
God,
Nikki.
no. Oh!
Cover here by Asuka, and Asuka's pinned them both.
Wow!
Here's your winner, and still NXT Women's Champion, Asuka!
I'm gonna ask this question. Who is ever going to beat Asuka?
I'm not sure if I have an answer.
I do. Nobody.
Well, the bottom line was tonight, Cross and Riott came up short. I think at the end there, Riott had the pinfall attempt, Cross kicked out, and it actually kicked Riott into that knee strike.
Things get extraordinarily chaotic in these triple threat matches, and Asuka, one way or the other, is walking out of the Allstate Arena still NXT Women's Champion. Let's take one more look back here at this matchup. Triple threat match for the NXT Women's title. Ruby Riott, Nikki Cross, perhaps never a better opportunity. Watch this here down the stretch. Ruby Riott saw the attack coming, but ate the knee right in the face. Nikki Cross had already been out from the offense Riott had connected on, and Asuka collapsed into the cover.
Well, a big smile on the face of the champion, and with good reason. She has survived and, dare I say, dominated again.
Asuka remains undefeated here tonight at TakeOver. I'll say it again, who in the world is gonna beat Asuka for the championship?
Take the shot. Take the shot. What a save.
Make incredible saves and score amazing goals in Rocket League, an award-winning hybrid of arcade soccer and driving. Play for fun, live to play. Rated E for everyone.
Rise to the Velveteen Dream Experience. Release your mind, body, and soul. Bask in the experience. Let your curiosity explode. You'll see, you'll believe, you will feel the Velveteen Dream.
Well, the Velveteen Dream is coming to NXT this Wednesday. What do you think about that experience?
Probably one of the most unique superstars on the NXT roster, but the Velveteen Dream has a mean streak to him.
I'd say he's rather ambiguous.
We got a lot of great action still to come here tonight at NXT TakeOver Chicago. Up next, it's the NXT Championship, and it has been a glorious title reign for Bobby Roode. However, the challenger tonight, Hideo Itami, a ton to fight for. The origins of NXT collide with its new era as Hideo Itami looks for validation and redemption that is years in the making.
Two years ago, I made a promise.
This is dream come true. My goal is to be NXT champion.
Hideo Itami has arrived.
This is what I was talking about. This is where Hideo gets very, very dangerous.
The Hideo chants for filling Levi Stadium. Hideo is the young up-and-coming superstar from NXT.
Hideo's got a bright future ahead of him.
So excited, still dreaming.
I came to NXT to be champion.
I will not let my country down.
Take a step back.
That's a shame. I dislocated on my shoulder, and then I'm out of action for a year and 4 months. They took my opportunity at the NXT title.
Welcome back, Hideo Itami.
The man was on the shelf for over a year.
Right after, I got injury again. While I'm out, everybody got opportunities, and then NXT was bigger than ever.
It's like NXT is taking over the world.
So disappointed in myself.
Hideo Itami? Not my NXT.
You can choose to be a part of Bobby Roode's NXT, or you can hit the bricks.
But when you think about what the face of a brand should be, you look at me. I carry myself like a star.
Let's go!
Leave no prisoners, make them bills.
The fate and the future of this brand is in my control.
Hideo Itami!
And he's come out here for a purpose.
Bobby Roode is not right for NXT. I needed to make a statement.
Hideo Itami reminds me of the old NXT. Small little underground promotion that everybody loved.
Hideo Itami is the #1 contender.
So it's up to me to get rid of that last little bit of what was left over from the old NXT.
On TakeOver Chicago, I fulfill the promise and will be NXT champion.
Hideo Itami first came to NXT in September of 2014. Been in the ring with the likes of Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor, but has seen so many of those superstars pass him by, go on to greatness, championship success. The ups and downs for Hideo Itami have led him to this moment.
Certainly have. He knows what a big opportunity this is for him, and I think he's ready.
Knows the peaks of WrestleMania and knows the lows of over a year due to injury. Left on the shelf.
When you've been sidelined like Hideo Itami, all you think about is getting back in the ring. All you think about is becoming champion.
And Tommy did it the only way that he knew how. He stepped right to the champion, he slapped him in the face, and he put Bobby Roode to sleep. Can he do it again here tonight in Chicago?
Well, there he is, the reigning, defending, and defining NXT champion of the world. He's glittering, he's consummate, he's high class, but he can kick your ass. He is the glorious Bobby Roode.
Well, aren't you a big fan of Bobby Roode there, Nigel?
Well, you know, when I came in, I had my doubts, but to quote Primal Scream, I was blind. Now I can see. You made a believer out of me.
Look, Bobby's been GTS twice. He's been embarrassed twice by Hideo so far. I mean, I wonder if third time will be the charm for Hideo tonight.
This is what Bobby Roode's NXT is all about. People like you, Nigel, who love what the glorious champion is all about.
Come on, Percy, join the bandwagon. Be reborn. You've had a storied past. Come on.
Oh, we are.
Bobby Roode believes he's a dynasty in the making, like Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls facing off against the lovable losers in the Chicago Cubs. Hideo Itami here tonight. I assure you, Hideo Itami has a ton to fight for here tonight. Bobby Roode better be prepared.
Oh, he sure looks it, doesn't he? Looks like $1 million. Trains like a maniac in the gym. Not a man on this brand, I believe, who can hold a candle to the man from Toronto.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Championship. Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 180 pounds, Hideo Itami! And his opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the NXT champion, the glorious Bobby Roode!
That is what is on the line, the prestigious NXT Championship. Both men capable. Itami giving up some size. Roode 6 foot, 235. Itami 5'9", 185.
It is all about hashtag NXT Championship. Bobby Roode and Hideo Itami for the title here in Chicago. Early on, Bobby Roode trying to feel out Hideo Itami, see what Itami is all about here. We know how dangerous of a striker Hideo Itami can be, but Bobby Roode ever the opportunist.
Trying to get in Itami's head.
Mistake! Could have been a huge mistake. Nearly got put to sleep by Itami.
That's what happens when you get cocky.
Bobby Roode just dodged the bullet.
Look at that look on Roode's face. He knew exactly how much danger he was in there.
And Hideo Itami says, bring it here.
Itami, the master of the go-to-sleep knee strike. Seen him beat a lot of champs.
Remember, the championship can only change hands via pinfall or submission. Champion's advantage.
So we've made it clear, haven't we? Roode's goal here has got to avoid that go-to-sleep knee strike.
Easier said than done. Bobby Roode, he's had his battles against... It's a dangerous striker in Shinsuke Nakamura, but Hideo Itami's a whole different animal. Cover here and a kick out.
There are some similarities between the two. And how ironic, perhaps, would it be if Itami's injured in this match as well? A lot of people said when Roode beat Nakamura originally, it was because of an injury.
Back in San Antonio, that was when Bobby Roode won the NXT Championship.
Took advantage when an opportunity presented itself. Will there be a similar opportunity in this match? I think Roode would do well to take Itami down. Because as long as he's on his feet, he can throw those strikes.
You think Roode's taking Itami a little lightly right now?
I don't know if he's taking him lightly. He's trying to keep the match at his pace.
And Itami, Itami will get you no matter what. Off the ropes here, and Bobby Roode caught in the midsection. And follows it up, does Itami. Right to the chest. Nigel, you know what it means to fight with and against Hideo Itami. How bad are these strikes that Itami can rain down?
Oh, absolutely devastating. I remember a match with him and Daniel Bryan in New York City. He absolutely decimated Bryan. You see that?
At this point, Itami's touring with Bobby Roode.
He's just...
Oh, boy.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, you're going to upset him.
I think mission accomplished for Hideo Itami.
Now Itami throwing these strikes. Listen to the sound of these. If he can get these kicks in, he has a kickboxing background. He throws these blistering kicks to the body. Haven't seen a lot of them so far. Perhaps he's looking for the opening.
Now whipped into the corner, and Tommy, gets the boot up here on Bobby Roode, going up to the top turnbuckle now. And launched by Roode. Connects with a blockbuster. Not too often we see Bobby Roode go high risk, now scrambles into the cover and a kick out.
He picks his spots and picks them well. That's why he's a champion.
Now shots raining down here on Hideo Itami.
Now that Itami's down on the mat, very little he can do in terms of strikes. This is good for Bobby Roode. Needs to keep him down. That'll do as well.
Smart by Bobby, using that rope as a weapon.
I dare say he may have been...
Right to the throat.
Cutting off the air supply of Hideo Itami.
Nasty. Well, he's got a clear advantage now. You think maybe throws him to the outside. The reason I say that's more dangerous on the outside, more potential injuries could possibly happen. I guess he's just going to keep him in there.
And Bobby Roode, smart, knows the title cannot change hands on a disqualification or countout.
Well, let's take a look at this. The number one trend worldwide. Hashtag NXT TakeOver.
And now the neck breaker from Bobby Roode.
Great technique.
Now Roode slides into the cover here, and Itami able to kick out.
Look at the way he covers him. Pushes that hip into the shoulder. All of the body weight across the shoulders to be pinned to the mat.
Come on, Hideo!
Simple rear chin lock. But that knee under the arm is adding more pressure. And you've got to think, Itami's been back for a while now, but perhaps he's still a little bit gun shy. I know when people come back from injuries in the past, they're a little bit afraid they might get hurt again.
Tommy's got to find a way to get to his feet, get out of this hold, and generate some offense. Create some space between him and Roode.
Roode does seem to have his number.
Yeah, Bobby Roode's been content to grind down Hideo Itami here in this match, slowing the pace to the way he likes it. Wow. Wait, a forearm by Hideo Itami, and Roode right back on the attack.
Roode's on top of him. Could he be looking for it? No.
Thinking about another neck breaker here on Hideo Itami. Backslide, shoulders down on the champion kick out.
That was close.
And a big clothesline.
Right underneath the jaw of Itami, who goes down hard. Roode happy with his handiwork, and understandably so. Itami's got to dig deep.
Roode's taunting Itami right now.
Not going to get another opportunity like this. He's waited almost 2 years.
Oh my God! That'll knock your teeth out. And now Itami returning fire of his own. Bobby Roode giving chase. Here comes Itami right on the jaw.
It's that Kobayashi style by Itami.
Well, Itami has the pedigree. Originally one of the young boys of Kenta Kobashi. Started with an aim for greatness, and he has certainly achieved it. But can he add to his long resume of titles?
Wants to close in on the title he's never won, has come so close to in the past. The NXT Championship has to take out Bobby Roode first to do it.
There are those blistering kicks.
The striking power by Itami will break you down.
Off the suplex, Hideo Itami is starting to find an opening here. And a boot there to Bobby Roode, slowing down the champion. Now Itami, using the top rope. Able to hang on there. Bobby Roode was trying to get him off. Itami, top rope, dropping Roode. Now Itami into the cover to win the title here. Kick out by Roode.
Close, but the pendulum has swung 180 degrees now. The champion in trouble. What's he thinking? Is he?
Thinking about his best shot, thinking about the go to sleep, and Bobby Roode saw it coming.
Too strong.
Oh. Shoulder first into the top turnbuckle, and Bobby Roode into the post.
Roode, can you continue?
Oh, God! Some damage done now into the left shoulder.
Oh! And now here's where Itami is at his best.
And he's focusing on that shoulder. Kick after kick into the damaged joint.
Oh, wait for the kick there. Now Bobby Roode. Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wanted a roll up there, perhaps.
Trying for a submission, perhaps. Fujiwara armbar. Doesn't have it fully extended.
That's the submission here on Bobby Roode. And Roode trying to escape.
If Roode loses the use of the arm, that could be big trouble for Bobby Roode tonight.
Oh.
Oh, into the corner.
Perhaps he was trying for his glorious implant DDT, but the damage to that shoulder prevented him from hitting it. It could be right, Percy. Could be a game changer.
Watch this one more time. Full steam ahead into the post. And the left shoulder, a ton of damage in that instance.
Roode up top, precarious, but he's not letting Itami get this easily.
High-risk scenario for both Roode and Itami. Itami knocked off the top turnbuckle, and Bobby Roode, oh, and another blockbuster and missed. What is Itami going for? Oh, cover on Roode for the title, and Bobby Roode still in it.
2 7/8. Hits the Falcon Arrow in the center of the ring. But Roode refuses to quit.
Itami's going to have to dig deep into his arsenal to put away Roode.
Oh.
And every one of these shots, the point of the boot, connecting with the left shoulder.
Listen to the sound of that.
And Itami, whoa, spinebuster! Now Roode collapses into the cover, hook to the leg, and Itami keeps on fighting.
Well, Roode loves to use that spine buster, doesn't he, to stop an opponent's momentum. But you saw when he tried to pin Itami afterwards. Let's take a look at it here. Look when he covers him here. We didn't get a chance to see. When he covered him, he could only use one arm to hold the leg. There is significant damage done to that left shoulder.
Speaking of damage done to Bobby, what about the damage done to Itami? Every time he has to kick out, it's harder and harder, as you can see.
Calling for it, perhaps.
Now wants the glorious DDT here. Oh, and the left shoulder.
Wow, that's really hurt. No!
Oh, up on the shoulders. Could have been GTS time. And Bobby Roode narrowly escapes. Oh, he's on the top rope. And Bobby Roode buys himself some time.
Come on, Bobby, knock it off. Keep it in the ring.
Now he pulls Itami to the outside.
Yeah!
Oh. Brutal.
We talked about it earlier, Nigel. Take it to the outside.
It's a dangerous place to be. Took a look at the ring steps. And with real intention.
Oh, and Roode sent shoulder first into the steel.
Into that already injured shoulder. Roode was looking for an advantage. Instead, he gave it even more strongly to Itami, who looks to follow up.
Remember the 10 count. Hideo Itami into the stairs. Oh, and Hideo missed.
Oh, looks like he hurt his ankle, perhaps.
Yeah, and the officials come out here to check on both these superstars.
Well, the referee's discretion, he can stop the match if he feels like either competitor cannot adequately defend themselves. And I don't know. I mean, listen, why not just say, let's go, and let's say at the end of the day, Bobby Roode should still be champion.
It's up to the official here, who's begun his 10 count here. Hideo Itami has got to get Bobby Roode back inside the ring if he wants to become NXT champion. Rude favoring the left shoulder. Hideo Itami, perhaps his left leg injured in the process.
What a fighting champion.
Fighting champion Hideo Itami, well, Bobby Roode is just trying to create separation, wants to dive into the ring to get the count-out victory.
He's back in the ring first.
And Hideo Itami gonna keep fighting here in this match.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen Bobby Roode hurt this much. He's almost a man with one arm at this point.
You gotta be curious about the damage that Hideo Itami's done to his leg. And Roode trying to fire back, and here comes Itami. Itami hit Roode.
Oh.
Roode's down, Roode is down, and Itami, hesitation drop kick.
Oh, but there was some damage yet.
The left ankle. Now wants to close out Bobby Roode here at TakeOver for the NXT Championship. Up on the shoulders and the leg gave out.
I think it's the knee. I think there's some damage to that knee.
Yeah. Oh, and the glorious DDT.
Bobby Roode fought through the pain and hit it.
Bobby Roode the cover on Itami. Oh, kick out.
Itami kicked out.
Bobby Roode thought he had Itami.
Well, you've got to think perhaps it was the injury to Roode's arm that meant he couldn't get the full impact of that implant DDT. That was why Itami was able to kick out.
At the same time, the damage to Hideo Itami's left leg has clearly prevented him from going to the go to sleep. Well, Bobby Roode's wondering what he's got to do, trying to shake this off.
Well, he's got to hit it again, I would say. As difficult as that is, fight through the pain.
Oh, wait a minute! Got it! Got it! Roode fell outside the ring!
Genius! What a smart move!
Itami's got to get Roode back inside the ring to win the championship.
I don't think that was smart by Roode at all. I think he just rolled out.
Absolutely genius. Stay down, Bobby, stay down.
Now Itami trying to capitalize on the GTS, sending Bobby Roode back inside the ring.
Keep rolling.
Itami's got to hurry here. Bullies over into the cover, shoulders down, and Bobby Roode. This match continues.
Bobby Roode is a world-class champion, no doubt about it. Itami hit the go to sleep. Roode kicked out. Will he try it again though? He's got him up.
Oh, wait a minute, Roode now going for the cover. Going for the cover, shoulders down, Roode kicked out. Roode one more time, one of the glorious DDT and overhand strike, and now just open slaps. Oh, Itami slapping the taste out of his mouth.
I think he knocked Roode out with that palm strike. Knee pad comes down. That could mean only one thing.
This could be the end of the glorious champion Bobby Roode. One more time. Oh, glorious DDT.
Keeps hold.
Another one. This is incredible. Roode is writhing in pain into the cover. Somehow Roode did it again.
Here's your winner, and still NXT champion, the glorious Bobby Roode.
Absolutely tremendous series of events there down the stretch here in this match. Bobby Roode is still NXT champion.
Unbelievable. He was able to do that with just one arm.
Well, what do you say, guys? Are you sold now? Is he not the greatest NXT champion of all time?
Bobby Roode certainly was extraordinarily impressive here tonight, fighting through pain. We gotta look back at this matchup against Hideo Itami. Itami gave Bobby Roode his absolute best. A hesitation drop kick in the corner. Itami also fighting through the pain here in Chicago.
Well, he had him up for the DTS, but in the end his knee gave way. And it gave Roode the opportunity. He fought through the pain and hit the implant DDT.
However, the first glorious DDT by Bobby Roode was not enough to close out Hideo Itami. The match would wear on once again. Hideo Itami to go to sleep. This one, Hideo Itami got all of it, but unfortunately Roode falling outside the ring on the impact.
And here we are again in the center. Smart from Roode. A way to evade it and then hit the implant DDT. But it was the way he held on and hit the second with even more impact that meant he could pin Itami and retain that NXT Championship. He's battered, he's bruised. He only has one arm that works, but he is glorious and he is the NXT Champion.
Bobby Roode breaking Hideo's promise here tonight at TakeOver. This is what Bobby Roode's NXT looks like. The glorious champion stays atop his throne here tonight in Chicago.
Congratulations, Jinder Mahal. You've won the jackpot.
Jinder Mahal's #1 contender.
Your prize won't be this title. How dare you disrespect me? That backlash, I will take back my respect. I will take the glory of the WWE Championship back to me and my people. Accept Jinder Mahal as your next champion.
A true threat to Randy Orton.
A special thanks to Fozzy for Judas, the official theme of NXT TakeOver Chicago. Available now on iTunes and Spotify.
An incredible night here already at NXT TakeOver Chicago. Congratulations to Bobby Roode. Here's, well, one man that's not going to be happy to hear Chris Jericho's music. The new face of America, the United States champion Kevin Owens, and perhaps one of the new faces of Major League Baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers, Eric Thames, here in Chicago for TakeOver.
And there, of course, former NXT superstar Sami Zayn, Hall of Famer Pat Patterson, and Cassius Ohno. They're having a wonderful time in Chicago, as are we.
Everyone taking in NXT TakeOver Chicago here inside the Allstate Arena. Some incredible action here so far, streaming live on the WWE Network. However, after NXT TakeOver Chicago, we're going to hit social media in a big way.
Absolutely. On Facebook Live, directly after NXT TakeOver, you will see Triple H, the creator and founder of NXT, giving you all his insight on everything that went down tonight. Pete Dunne is the United Kingdom champion. Bobby Roode retains. You'll hear what the game has to say.
And Asuka still the NXT Women's Champion. I am curious to hear what the game thinks about our upcoming matchup. It is the first ever ladder match for the NXT Tag Team titles at TakeOver. DIY finally getting their one-on-one rematch they've been requesting for quite some time, but they'll go up against the monsters of the Midway, the authors of pain. The question is, can DIY rekindle the magic that helped them become champions last year? DIY, will they walk away as NXT Tag Team Champions? Oh, the Revival gonna tap out here to DIY!
I don't think you'll ever find a story like ours. We were never supposed to be here.
We did our own way. We took the road less traveled, and that road led us here.
never see Ciampa and Gargano as champions.
This tells every single one of them they're wrong.
What we're doing right now, that's the start of a legacy.
DIY. You think you've had struggle?
Authors of Pain from behind.
Your fate is in our hands.
This is pure devastation.
Complete and utter destruction.
The final chapter.
And the Authors of Pain bulldoze their way to the titles.
Complete.
The Authors of Pain got what we want. We've never had a fair one-on-one rematch.
It's obvious there's only one team that deserves to challenge at NXT TakeOver Chicago. DIY will face the Authors of Pain in a ladder match.
What a decision!
This ladder match is a perfect example of everything we've gone through in our careers. When we climb the ladder rung by rung, in Chicago, DIY will cement their legacy and have their moment.
They can't stop destiny. My team will end their careers. Their blood will be on your hands.
The following contest is a ladder match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. There will be no pinfalls, no disqualifications. The first team to climb the ladder and retrieve the titles will be your NXT Tag Team Champions. Accompanied to the ring by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 615 pounds. They are the NXT Tag Team Champions, Akam Rezar, the Authors of Pain.
Nigel, on the pre-show, you and Peter Rosenberg discussed the legacy that Paul Ellering has in tag team competition. He's familiar with this style of match, but he's leading his two Authors of Pain, Akam and Rezar, into uncharted territories here in defense of the title.
Well, this is the first ladder match for Akam and Rezar, but the erudite Paul Ellering, I guarantee you, he's got a great strategy for it. And this is Chicago. A lot of history with Paul Ellering here in Chicago.
Akam and Rezar can do a lot of damage in this kind of scenario.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, DIY!
Chicago, a place that has felt like home for Ciampa and Gargano for so many years, and they look right at home on top of a ladder here at TakeOver.
It certainly is a homecoming of sorts for Ciampa and Gargano. This is where these guys cut their teeth, where they earned their stripes. And now they are back here with a huge opportunity against the Authors of Pain. But the question is here, does this stipulation favor DIY or does it favor the Authors of Pain? When DIY heard William Regal make a stipulation, they had a big smile on their faces. I wouldn't be smiling. The last thing you want to do is give the Authors of Pain a weapon.
We're going to see what kind of plan Paul Ellering has devised for Akam and Razor against DIY. Ciampa and Gargano very vocal on social media leading up to this match, saying from the Bruin Eagles Club to the All-State Arena. Johnny from Cleveland. Ciampa resided in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for quite some time. This is a homecoming for DIY.
Ciampa and Gargano got to be quick, got to stick and move. Do not let these monsters get a hold of you. The championship titles way up high there. Those are big ladders.
Suspended high above the ring. The only way to win is to climb a ladder and retrieve the championships.
DIY giving up a lot of size and strength.
Oh, and Gargano and Ciampa not wasting time here against the Authors of Pain in this ladder match. Now Akam and Razor separated Gargano and Ciampa.
Straight away the AOP on top. I would hate to be in the ring with these guys.
The undefeated champions. Oh! And Razor catches a shot there from Johnny Wrestling, and out goes Akam to the apron. Oh!
There we go.
Ciampa right on top. Oh, and dumping Razor outside the ring.
Well, this is good. This is a good start for DIY. Keep it going, boys.
This kind of match, it's all about who can hold the ring, who can hold the high ground. And early on, Ciampa and Gargano with the experience, they're going for ladders. Trying to pick out which way they want to go here. Different variations of ladders underneath the ring, and Razor is on top of Ciampa.
Came out of nowhere, didn't he?
Good for that.
Oh. Percy, you ever been in a ladder match?
I have not, Nigel.
Yeah, nor have I, and with
Case in point.
shorten careers.
Oh! Razor just launching Ciampa. And early on for the Authors of Pain, it's going to be about establishing physical dominance. Can they wear out DIY? Oh, face first into the steel.
They'll create a little bit of space.
Oh, and Ciampa takes down Akam outside the ring. Oh, there goes Gargano.
Cannonball senton. Knocks down the much bigger man. DIY are actually giving up about 220 pounds to these monsters.
Gargano and Ciampa need to move quickly.
That's the weight of another human being, which they may need against the Authors of Pain. Oh, they're going for the big one.
Not wasting any time. Going for the biggest ladder available here at the All-State Arena.
This certainly raises the stakes, doesn't it?
Look at the size of this ladder.
Oh, I nearly lost it on the way down there.
DIY, they realize they have a little bit of time here. I spoke too soon. Oh, Gargano! Ciampa held the ropes open for Gargano. That is great teamwork.
Great innovation. That's what these guys have got to do. They came together with a goal in mind. If you want to get to the top, do it yourself and take a look.
Ciampa pulling down the middle rope. Not good luck to go underneath the ladder, but Gargano didn't really care. Watch this one more time. Boom! Taking out AOP.
Gargano and Ciampa know each other so well. They've been working together for so long. They know each other inside and out.
Now Gargano and Ciampa going for another ladder here back inside the ring. Only way to win, climb the ladders and retrieve the titles. Now back up. Oh, Akam. Akam back up inside the ring. Gargano and Ciampa just trying to keep him at bay, climbing the ladders here, and and Akam. Oh! Ladder face first, off the bridge of the nose. Oh, look at Razor. Oh! Caught the ladder, but now catches the wrap from DIY. Ciampa Gargano fending off anything that comes in their way. There's a knee. And Gargano, oh no! Oh!
Nasty. All of Gargano's weight went into Ciampa's lower back.
Just brute force from Paul Ellering's Authors of Pain. I'm curious if this ladder could support these two.
Well, here's another thought. These guys, 6'3", 6'4", they've got a good 3 or 4 inches.
And look at Akam. Akam's actually holding the ladder down so Razor can climb, trying to go get the titles.
Look at Paul Ellering. He's told these guys that's what they need to do. Smart.
Whoa. Oh, trying to... Oh, and finally takes Razor off the ladder the hard way. Oh, right in the midsection of Akam.
Oh, watch out!
Oh! Steel right into the spines of Akam and Razor.
Well, I've got to be honest, guys. Thus far, I do think that this stipulation has favored DIY. They've been able to use their ladders to their advantage. Let's take a listen to this. Collateral damage, the lower back of the Authors of Pain. Are they hurt enough, though?
I look at Razor grabbing out at the leg there of Gargano. Ciampa trying to improvise and nearly capitalize. Oh my God!
That could have been a stroke of genius from Ciampa. Literally fingertips away from pulling down those titles.
Now once again, well, wait a minute, Akam not holding down the ladder. Both these guys are going to climb at the same time here. Over 600 pounds on this ladder. And look at Ciampa and Gargano starting to come back up to their feet. Oh, wait a minute.
No. What's this?
Oh, Gargano and Ciampa. They're going to reach out for the ladders. Ciampa's close. Ciampa's close to the titles off the top rope.
For a second there, it looked like the Authors of Pain could have made a huge mistake trying to go for that Super Collider. The DIY escaping and getting those titles.
And Ciampa may be hurt, clutching at his right knee there. It looks like on the way down. Nasty landing. Oh, wow, I think the throw to Gargano went off the ladder.
That wasn't pretty at all, and a lot of damage done there to Gargano. Oh. This is what I worried about, guys, at the beginning.
The Authors of Pain are starting to feel at home. There's a question whether or not they would be uncomfortable in this sort of surrounding, and these two men are all about dishing out pain.
Well, I consider Ciampa and Gargano personal friends, and the last thing I want to do is see them get hurt.
Oh, right to the midsection. And Ciampa's pinned here. Oh, and face first into the ladder.
Oy. You may want to send Grandma to bed. This could get down and nasty pretty quick.
Akam and Razor are starting to get creative, and that is bad news for DIY. And once again, Akam positioning the ladder here underneath the title, center of the ring. And AOP are taking their time here one more time, and Akam is holding down the ladder for Razor. Razor starting to climb to retain the NXT Tag Team titles.
They stopped him.
Oh, and right back on top. And I think Akam saw DIY starting to stir and decided to dish out some more damage.
That may be a good call, or perhaps he's just that sadistic.
I have to agree with that. Ciampa and Gargano trying to pull each other back up here. Oh, God!
I had to turn away from the screen.
And the officials all around ringside are checking on DIY here, and now the Authors of Pain are reaching for another ladder here. Paul Ellering's directing traffic. Watch this, listen.
A clatter of skull against steel. not good for DIY, not good at all. Oh God, I just hope they don't get too seriously hurt.
AOP tossing an even bigger ladder inside the ring. Ciampa and Gargano are barely moving outside the ring. What is this?
Well, this has got Ellering's fingerprints all over it. I guarantee he took the AOP through this match, gave them ideas of how to use the ladder. And this will be one of them. Wait a second, no.
No, don't do it, don't do it, no, and DIY.
Oh.
And Ciampa saving Gargano.
God.
Oh. That could have been career ending. Now Akam, gets a super kick for his trouble. And Akam and Razor are still only down to one knee on the apron. Meanwhile, DIY is inside the ring. Oh! And AOP collapsing onto the ladders.
Oh. Well, the ladders that they put there themselves perhaps could be used against them.
Ciampa and Gargano hammering away on Akam and Razor.
Wait a second. Do you see what I see?
Oh my God. Wow.
Yes and no at the same time.
No. Going up to the top of this tremendous ladder here. Akam and Razor down on these separate ladders.
I had no idea what was on the mind of DIY, but
I think we have an idea now.
Oh my Lord.
No. Gargano and Ciampa from the top. Oh God!
And now all four men are down.
We got to look back at this one more time. Look at this. Ciampa crushing Razor. And then the opposite side, Gargano on Akam. Watch this one more time, this high angle here. DIY putting everything at risk for the NXT Tag Team titles.
Putting the AOP through those ladders, but at the same time, causing damage to themselves. You see that whiplash with Ciampa after he made impact. I almost thought he landed on his head.
that was unreal, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
And Ciampa, the first one to any sign of movement, really, climbs back inside the ring. And the titles right there for the picking for DIY.
Center ring, Ciampa, all by his lonesome. Could he get up there and take the titles?
Ciampa could do it all by himself. Wait a minute, there's Akam back inside the ring.
Not now, he couldn't.
Now Ciampa trying to climb here. Akam as well, opposite side of the ladder, trying to climb here. Gargano rolls back inside the ring. DIY, can they retain their titles here, or can they win the titles, excuse me?
Both men absolutely exhausted.
Ciampa and Akam climbing the ladders here. And what is Gargano thinking opposite side? Ciampa is very close to the titles here, and Akam is up atop the ladder with them. Gargano's putting up another ladder here, but Ciampa and Akam are dangerously close to the titles. Just slugging it out here atop the ladder, and now Gargano is trying to reach in his own way, and Razor giving chase.
All four men up high, precarious, but also very close to those titles.
One of these men is going to have to make a leap of faith here and just go for the titles. Because right now, Akam and Razor, is landing these heavy shots. And Johnny transition.
He's up.
Johnny all by himself.
Come on.
He's gonna grab the titles. Wait a minute. No disqualification.
Oh,
Oh! He just super kicked Ellering.
well, my heart just dropped for Gargano, who was up there. And you've got to call it what it is. It was a genius move.
That ladder back up.
Saving the title for his team.
Run over by Akam. Listen, there's no disqualification in this match. Paul Ellering getting involved and Gargano just firing back.
Well, how does this change the matchup? Ellering now is, to all intensive purpose, taken out.
So Razor checking on Paul Ellering. There's a connection here. Ciampa alone with both authors of pain, 2-on-1.
He's got bad news written all over it.
Ellering on the outside now and cannot give any more advice to the AOP. They're on their own now. By the looks of things, he's done enough.
This is payback for what DIY just did to Ellering.
Oh. They're just clobbering him, aren't they? This is tough to watch.
I don't know how much of this Ciampa can take.
Look at Ellering with the thumbs down, trying to end this thing here with DIY. See the #1 trend worldwide all night long. It's been NXT TakeOver Chicago because of action like this here, streaming live on the WWE Network. This is all for the NXT Tag Team titles.
Well, he can't even get his hands up to defend himself.
Look at them using the ladder to prop up Ciampa. Oh no, wait a minute.
Oh, Gargano saved him.
Oh!
No. Get a referee in there to check on Gargano.
Oh my goodness.
Gargano pushed Tommaso out of the way to save his friend. The authors of pain are starting to climb again. Ciampa's trying to check on Gargano. Grabbing here for the titles.
There, yeah.
Grabbing for the titles. Can they unhook the titles?
Oh!
And Ciampa!
Oh my God!
No.
What is this?
Look where he is!
Ciampa trying to pry Razor at the top of the ladder. No! The ladder snapped in half. Guys, Akam's still alive. Akam is still alive. Akam's still going after the titles.
I was stunned to silence, but now...
Reaching up with, look at Gargano. How in the hell is Gargano still fighting?
How is he able to do anything? That ladder nearly decapitated him.
Cast aside by Akam. Johnny's grabbing at the ladder. Oh, and a boot from Akam. Johnny just won't back down. Gargano's just not going to go away here in this match.
Gargano's showing me something.
Oh! That staggered Akam. Oh, but another shot. Oh.
I don't think he knows where he is. DIY do.
They know exactly where he is. Me in the middle with the ladder. Ciampa may have injured himself in the process.
That's the same knee perhaps I heard earlier. But look where he's looking. High above the ring. Those tag team championship titles. It looks like Ciampa is the only man left with enough in the tank to get there.
Look at the eyes of Johnny Gargano. Ciampa trying to muster up the will.
I just can't believe Gargano and Ciampa, the heart these guys have, parallel none.
Come on, fellas, time is ticking away. The Authors of Pain are down now, but they won't be down for long.
Setting up the ladder here around Akam.
Here we go.
Now DIY once again trying to climb the ladder. Can they win the titles here?
They're close.
Up to the top here.
Oh,
close. Gotta unhook the titles.
Wait a second.
Ciampa and Gargano.
Come on.
Oh my God. AOP just took out the ladder.
Hold on to the belts, boys. Hold on to the titles. Hold on to the titles.
Oh, power bombs. On the Super Collider from AOP. And now Akam and Razor, a clear path to the championships.
Here are your winners, and still NXT Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain!
A brutally physical title match here in Chicago, and the Authors of Pain find a way to retain the NXT Tag Team titles.
What a valiant effort from DIY. Ciampa at one point, Gargano at one point, saving Ciampa from that ladder.
AOP checking on their leader, Paul Ellering, the master strategist. Let's take a look back here, and this was
This is what I said, wasn't it?
This was a scary moment. Gargano saving his friend. Taking the bullet for his friend. Watch this, and this is hard to watch. Good Lord. AOP just ran through Johnny Gargano with the ladder, and then Tommaso Ciampa would get some payback. Through the ladder, snapping in half. And for a moment, it looked like DIY was going to win the titles.
Yeah, he got him up for the Super Collider as well. Dumped him. That was enough after everything that DIY had endured for the AOP to get to the top and unhook those titles. There they are. The most dominant tag team, in my opinion, in NXT history. If they have a weakness, I don't know what it is. I think they'd survive Anthrax. But your heart's got to go out to these guys. Ciampa and Gargano.
One more time, DIY looked like they're closing in on their second NXT Tag Team Championship, and then the ladder taken out right from underneath. Ciampa and Gargano and Akam and Razor would take advantage.
They were so close. They were so close. If they could have just grabbed hold of the titles, but instead the AOP caught them, yanked them away, and from here, well, it was all done but the writing. Super Collider, a second power bomb. And that was enough. Yeah, we saw it before, we'll see it again a number of times. AOP still remain NXT Tag Team Champions. What a great show of respect here in Chicago. This is where these guys started. It's where they cut their teeth. It's the way they became the men they are today. What?
Oh my God! What the?
What are you? Tommaso, what are you?
Ciampa, what are you doing?
Come on!
What is happening here? Ciampa's beating the hell out of Gargano.
I can't believe this. I never.
That's your first. Oh my God!
Enough. Take it to the back. Enough, Tommaso. Come on, knock it off. Get out of here. That's enough. That's enough, man. Come on. Let's go. Take it to the back, Tommaso. It's enough. Do not do this.